Hi, I'm Stephanie Laska. I lost 140 pounds and created Dirty Lazy Keto. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy the show. I know. Well, you might even be wondering like, hey, well, why am I not losing weight? You think you're doing everything right, and maybe you are, or maybe you're just doing the best you can. That's possible too. But I want to do a little investigation with you. I think that could be very helpful, don't you think? Like kind of peel back the layers. So I'm going to help you figure this out. And I hope that you guys are going to be interacting today because I will be picking a person at random from the comments who's participating and commenting and really engaged in the material. I'll be picking a person to win, I love prizes, a free cookbook of your choice. It's true. So you're going to get to pick a Dirty Lazy Keto cookbook of your choice if I pick you at random from the comments. So participate as much as possible. All right, so I'm going to help you guys get started. I'm going to put on my, oh, it's backwards. Dun, dun. This is my Dick Tracy hat. Okay, here we go. Are you cracking up? Here we go. We're going to take a look and try to figure out and investigate what could be going wrong. I need like a song. Do I have a theme song I could play? Dun, 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 dun. I think that's Jaws. Not good. Anyway, seriously, I want to get started by doing some investigation. I'm going to share with you 10 potential areas that could be a problem about why you might not be losing weight. So are you kind of excited about this? Because I am. What could you be doing better? What could you be improving upon? I'm going to help you. We're going to get started, okay? Here we go. Count them down. There's 10. Let's go. Number 1, I have my eye on you. Maybe you. But number 1 is potentially a little bit obvious, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's possible you might just be eating too many, can you guess? Net carbs. It's possible you're just eating, plain and simple, too many net carbs. It could happen, right? I think it's a total myth. People think on the keto diet or Dirty Lazy Keto, they think, oh yeah, you can eat as much as you want as long as it's low carb. You can just pig out. That is not the truth. I think we've talked about that in previous videos. But you might just be plain and simple eating too many net carbs, even the healthy kind. I know, that's so not fair. So what is your current range of net carbs? How many net carbs are you currently spending each day? Type in the comments. Now, I shared with you guys before in my story, which I know a lot of you have read, the Dirty Lazy Keto Get Started Losing Weight While Breaking All the Rules. I shared with you that I personally had a range of net carbs every day. I didn't stick to just a number because for me, that was too stressful and I'd probably give up the second I made a mistake. So I had a range. And for me, I'm tall and athletic. Well, at least I am now. But during my journey at my age, I was able to maybe eat more net carbs than you. You might be a smaller person. You might be less active. Men and women are different. You might have a thyroid condition. There's all sorts of things happening in your body that potentially could influence the number of net carbs that you eat. There's a lot of people on the internet that'll be like, oh, you have to have 20 grams of net carbs or less in order to lose weight. Okay, what do we call those people? My kids call them Karens. Now, I know that's offensive if your name is Karen, so I apologize. But those know-it-all people, you know what I mean, that seem to know everything, blah, 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 they probably haven't even lost weight. I don't know. Listen to me, folks. I lost 140 pounds. I am here to tell you the truth. You can eat a range of net carbs. You don't have to be the same every single day. And I want to prove it to you. I want to show you a before picture. I love to do that. And I had to dig in my cabinets to find one because I was never in the camera. I was always hiding. Here in this picture, I'm hiding behind my husband, right? You can't even see my body. You can see my face, but I'm totally hiding because I did not want people to see me weighing 300 pounds. It's just the truth. But here's one thing I cannot hide from you, and that's my clothing. I was digging today trying to find some old pieces of clothing that I haven't showed you before because I want to prove to you that I have lost 140 pounds and that I do know what I'm talking about. This, I used to wear probably size 4X. I shopped a lot at Walmart. And this is from Walmart. I could not believe it when I found this in my closet. I'm going to back up a little. It doesn't look as dramatic on TV, but when I hold it up to myself, my God, it's like humongous. Oh my gosh. It is absolutely humongous. I think I could fit 2 of my full body now into this shirt, size 4X from Walmart. So it seems huge to me, like a tent. I know it's kind of like, what was I thinking with the style too, right? Did anyone think that? They're all, oh, not a good look. But really, I feel like I do know what I'm talking about here. I did drop something. I'm going to reach down and get it. I feel like I do know what I'm talking about here, and I hope that you will listen to the 10 things that you might want to investigate, because this could be a simple fact that you just need to adjust your net carb range. You might have just trying to, you were maybe trying to just mimic what somebody else was doing or what you read about on TV or, the internet. And you just might need to make a simple change, and that might just be it. Done. Here's another sneaky thing that no one tells you. As you lose weight and you're shrinking, you have to adjust your net carbs. Your window does not stay the same. I know. That's sad, right? Like, that is an aha moment, people. Put that up to your eye and say, oh, sad, that's me. Like, if you've lost a lot of weight already on Dirty Lazy Keto and then you stopped, this could be why. You are a smaller person, and now you have to change how many net carbs you're eating. Now, there's no magic number, but try adjusting it. Do some trial and error, a little experimentation, and then we'll see what happens. And then come back and report to the group. Tell everybody, okay? Because that just might be it. Ta-da! Problem solved. All right, so that was number 1. Number 2, you may not like some of these answers. I got to tell you the truth, though. I'm going to tell you the truth. Number 2, you might be ignoring some common sense. Okay. That little voice back in your, right here, the little devil, the little angel that's telling you, you probably shouldn't eat a whole bag of macadamia nuts. And then the other side of your body is like, oh, but it's so low in carb, I can eat them all. And then you're like, oh, I don't know, I haven't lost weight in a while. Oh, but I love my macadamia nuts. I can't stop eating them. Do you see what I'm getting at here? Now, you might be spending your carbs in a way that totally goes against common sense. Now, you and I both know there's certain foods that are just super high in calories. And I talk about this a lot with the Dirty Lazy Keto food pyramid that's in all of the books. Eating a lot of nuts has a lot of calories. You're going to probably gain weight or stop losing weight. It's true. Now, I'm not a stranger to this. I do this myself. Every morning, I like to have my Faye yogurt, 5%, and I mix it with a little vanilla, a little Splenda, nice and sweet, so it tastes like cake batter, because I'm classy. And then I want a little texture, so I sprinkle a little bit of macadamia nuts on top. Now, here's the thing. I love macadamia nuts, so I am not a stranger to keep adding more, keep adding more, keep adding more. I know better. But if all of a sudden my weight's going up, or if I'm trying to lose, I might take a look at this first. Because I know for me, that tends to be something I do, and I get myself in trouble. Here's another one that I hear quite often. Cheese. Everybody loves cheese. Do you love cheese? Do you? How much do you love cheese? Do you love cheese more than me? Put it in the comments if you think you are the cheesiest cheese lover in the world, because I know I am. Products like this, real cheese, and also cheese whips and commercial keto, convenience, fun snacks, they are super high in calories. The granola, the cheese whips, all that fun stuff, it's outrageous. It really is. Take a look at the serving size. It's like, 2 chips. No, I'm just joking. It's not 2, but it seems like it. It really does. Most of us are not paying attention to how much we eat when it comes to these, deliciousness snacks. I would encourage you to revisit the common sense. A lot of emails I get, people are like, well, I eat cream cheese all day long. I make 1 million of your recipes, Stephanie, and I eat them all day long. I'm eating cream cheese and heavy whipped cream, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm like, whoa. That could be a little bit of common sense there. Even though recipes that I share and that you find online and snacks and meals that you put together, you have to have a little common sense. Okay, dairy is at the top of the food pyramid for dirty, lazy keto. And fats, I recommend to use to make healthy food taste better. So if you're just having big bowls of yogurt and, cups of coffee with a ton of whipping cream in it, these things are going to catch up with you and potentially cause you to gain weight and most definitely stall your weight loss. Now, if this isn't happening to you, then good job. We are all jealous of you. Just so you know, we are all jealous of you if that's not happening. But that's not to say in the future that could happen. So keep that in your, list of things that you might want to keep your eye on. Do you laugh when I do that? Because it's funny to me. I'm entertaining myself. Okay, number 3, cheat days. Now, personally, I don't recommend a cheat day. I don't recommend it, not one bit, not in any instance whatsoever, never, never, never. So that's me. I took years upon years to figure this out, and I understand that you are going to have to go through your own process. But for me, I had to figure this out the hard way. I tried, I failed, I'd try to eat a bunch of donuts, then go running, and then I'd eat a bunch of Cheez-Its and run marathons. I mean, I was all over the place. So don't get me wrong. I tried this whole combination of figuring out the cheating, the not cheating. It doesn't work for me. For me, I had to decide this is a lifestyle, a permanent, all-consuming, every day of the year lifestyle, even on my birthday, even on Christmas, even on vacation, every single day. It's a lifestyle for me. And that has helped me avoid a lot of problems. Just saying. What about you guys? Have you ever cheated, quote unquote cheated, and then your weight got out of control? Tell me. Write it in the comments. Don't be scared. It's true. I remember running marathons with donuts in my backpack and pinning donuts in my shirt because I'm like, I have to have my donut. So don't leave me out to dry here. But guess what? Every time I would eat all that kind of junk food and think it would work, it never did. It messed up my weight big time. So I'm curious what happened to you. You can tell the group. Tell us in the comments. What happened to your weight? Tell us. Number 4. This one's kind of funny, but I call this the Costco sample conundrum. I love Costco. I love it so much. I love to go there on the weekends when they have the little samples, the little lady with the little, do you guys do that? You may not have a Costco, I understand. But I'm certain that you can imagine what it's like to, I don't know, have little tiny baby bites of deliciousness. Little tiny baby bites. Do you ever clean up plates, from the dinner table, from your kids, your family, your spouse? And there's little bites left and you're all, oh, this doesn't count. Little baby bites. Do you ever do that? I tend to do the Costco thing where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to have this granola bar and I'm going to have these cheese whips and whatever they're selling. I'm like, this is low carb. I will have a meatball and I'll have this. And I have no idea what's in this product, but I'm going to have one of these too. So we have to kind of be honest with ourselves that little bites of this and that, they really do add up fast. So we have to pay attention, you guys. We just do. The problem here is not Costco. It's not the baby bites. It's not your husband or your kids. The problem here is just not tracking the net carbs accurately. So yes, you can have these things. No one's saying you can't. But just be honest with yourself and write them down. Because these little sneaky bites, these little condiments, sneaky carbs, they do add up. And that might be a reason why, potentially, that you're not losing weight. So keep that as one of your things to keep an eye on. Okay, number 5. Number 5. My dog Lulu helped us with this one. But sometimes you get led astray. Oh, Lulu's leash. People pulling you this way, pulling you that way. And it's easy sometimes to blame other people, right? Because they're telling you the wrong information. For example, I hear a lot with the apps. There's a bunch of different ones, but people are like, well, I put it in the app and the app said it was this and the app said that, and I can have 100 strawberries and I can have, a whole plate of lasagna and the app said. Here's the thing with apps and all of those types of third-party resources. The information there is inputted by users. So it's not like some official guy in the corner, like looking stuff up and, weighing and measuring and all that. He's not. He is not a person. It's just people like you typing in stuff, and then it's all shared with each other. So if a bunch of people put stuff in wrong, then you're going to be led astray and have a lot of problems. Has that happened to you? I bet it has, because I know it's happened to me as well. And then what happens to your weight? It starts to swing. Right? It starts to swing back and forth, back and forth. Swing better. It happens, right? The more inaccurate information is, the worse off you are, because then you can't make good choices, and then you're just mad. So if your app is not working for you, or you're identifying a lot of problems, maybe try a different strategy. I do want to encourage you to check out in all of the Dirty Lazy Keto cookbooks. And I want to show you one. I'm looking for one to hold up. Let's see if I can find one real quick. Here we go. In all of the Dirty Lazy Keto cookbooks, all the macros are calculated for you. So if this is an area you think you might need help with, I just want to point out the fact that all of the nutrition information is here for you. It's already done. And it's not just the net carbs. It also has calories, fat, protein, sodium, sugar, alcohols, everything, you name it. It's all right here. So if that's an area you need help with, I'm trying to create resources to help you. Okay? Woo! It's a lot of work keeping our eye on the prize, isn't it? So that was number 5. Now, number 5, we were talking about blaming others and being misinformed. But what about if you have something to do with it? Oh, I pointed the finger on that one, right? But come on, let's admit it, sometimes we don't take responsibility enough, right? We blame it on other people, like, oh, it was the app's fault. It was the recipe website I went to. Oh, I don't know. So come on, we have to be honest. We have to take some responsibility. We need to, take potentially every single thing we eat and look at the nutrition label and calculate the number of net carbs ourselves. I know it's a lot of work being you. I've mentioned in the past, get a Sharpie pen, go through your kitchen, go through your pantry, and write big numbers, the number of net carbs on all the food that you currently eat. That way it's already done for you. Just do it once. Now, if that's too much work and it's too stressful, I want to tell you that I did all the work for you. It's all in here. There is a 16-page grocery list in the Get Started book. So if you have the book and you haven't looked at it lately, take a look at the 16-page grocery list. It's not just for shopping. It's got the serving size and it has the net carbs per serving for hundreds of different foods. Done. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm trying to figure out everything that is holding you up and putting my spotlight on it to try to create a resource to help you figure this stuff out. Because if I can do it, you guys, so can you. You believe me? Don't get in your own way. I mean, the resources are here to help you, and a lot of them are free. You just have to take time. Get your Sharpie out and figure out the net carbs for all the food that you're currently eating. Now, while you're looking at your net carb calculator, while you're figuring all this stuff out, be sure to look at the serving size. The serving size. Like I joked with you guys earlier about, how many chips you get for your thing of Wisps. Because y'all know we don't eat the serving size of chips. So it says 23 chips. That's really not much. And it's apparently 10 servings per container. I could eat this whole bag at once. Yeah, come on. Who couldn't? It's so yummy. Especially if you're watching TV or something. It's true. So paying attention to serving sizes and taking that responsibility onto yourself, you just might figure out why you haven't been losing weight. You might have just solved the mystery right there. Be aware about what you're getting off the internet and think about the real facts. Ma'am. Oh my goodness. I'm cracking myself up. No one's laughing. What is going on? I didn't hear a laugh. Okay, number 7. Now this one, Y'all hate it when I talk about boring stuff, but we need our fiber. We need our fiber, people. Fiber, Brussels sprouts, and I'm talking about the good fiber, the healthy fiber. You know, here we've got a zucchini. These are low carb cruciferous vegetables. This is the good kind of fiber, the soluble and insoluble fiber that you get from eating like berries, low carb fruit, cruciferous low carb vegetables. These are the things that are going to fill up your stomach so that way you don't eat other food. Now, you don't have to love these things. I don't necessarily love them all. I've learned to, but you've got to dress them up, put some training wheels on these foods, not just these two, but all of the low carb veggies, right? But by eating healthy foods, real foods with real fiber, then your stomach fills up and it leaves less room for cheese whips and ice cream and, you know, low carb keto cookies. That could be an opportunity for you. So be honest with yourself about how much vegetables you are currently eating and if this is something you could do better. So tell me, could you do better? Is this an area of opportunity for everyone? You tell me right now, how many servings of vegetables do you currently eat a day? Be honest. Be honest. Let's put the spotlight on you. Be honest. How many? Could you do better? How many could you eat? People are always asking me, how many do I eat? Personally, I eat a lot of veggies because I'm a big eater. I like to eat a lot of food at once. I'm not a, girly girl. I'm not dainty. Some people are, I'm not. I like to eat a ton of food at once. I don't really have an off switch, even though I'm eating keto, blah, blah, blah. I have some habits, So I like to eat a lot. And so therefore I eat a lot of veggies to fill myself up. I'd say on the weekdays, I eat the most vegetables. And for me, what I found is working for me right now, where I'm at in my life, is to eat probably like 8, 9 servings of vegetables a day. 7, 8, 9, around there. I know. Are you all like, you might be like totally tripping out right now. But mind you, that's not how I started. When I was close to 300 pounds and wearing that size, this really ugly shirt, what was I thinking? But when I first started off, I wasn't eating, 8, 9 servings of vegetables. I eased into it. I did it over time. And as I lost weight, I became much more motivated to lose more. Because I'm like, ooh, I lost 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds. What else can I do? And if it stopped, I'd be like, what do I need to fix? What could I do better? So for me, this was an area that I just kept chipping away at. I'm like, I got to figure this out because it's working. I may not love radishes, but hell, I'll figure out how to eat them. You know what I mean? Celery, asparagus, cauliflower. I went through all the vegetable aisle and I'd just be like, what is this? An artichoke? How do you eat an artichoke? I just kept trying new ones and trying new ways of eating it because I knew it was going to work. For me, it helped put me to the next level and helped me keep that weight off for almost a decade. So clearly vegetables are good for you. I know. Let's wrap it up, guys. Number 8. Don't you love all my show and tell crazy stuff? I do. Sometimes I can't find it. It's like I have so many things over here. But number 8, sometimes eating suspicious ingredients can cause a lot of problems. Suspicious ingredients. And it can make you, everybody knows I like balloons, blow up, right? So you could be like this size one day, and then all of a sudden you eat some kind of weird ingredients and you're like, and the next day you're bigger. This happens. And then like 3 days later, right? And then you eat the same weird ingredient again, and then your weight goes. Well, what are those ingredients? Because I bet you'd like to know so that you can maybe be aware of that when it happens. I think it's different for everyone. But for me, I'm going to share with you a couple that I notice cause my weight to fluctuate. If I'm eating almond flour, it makes me swell up, guys. I know. And I love almond flour. That's how you make all those deliciousness desserts and stuff, right? Also, products like Carb, even though I love them, even though I use them once in a while, they do cause my weight to go woo, 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 like all over the place. And then it levels out, but it is a scary ride sometimes. So I have to be careful about how often I eat those foods and just be aware of the impact that it might have on me. Okay. It's not just that. I mean, there's flax meal can do it to you. I think eating the fake fibers for me can cause problems. I showed this box earlier, but eating delicious low carb protein bars, it can really do a number on my weight. I don't know why, but that happens to me. Does it happen to you? And tell us what foods cause you to kind of have weight issues. Because I think that's helpful, don't you think? Especially if you can put your finger on it and then, make decisions accordingly. We talked a little bit about taking responsibility, and I knew I had something to share, and this was back on, I'm going to go backwards to number 6, where I was talking about not doing your homework or, putting the blame on someone else. And I was talking a little bit about reading nutrition labels. I just wanted to show you guys, I know popcorn, right? You're all, no, don't get excited. But this is one I see happen a lot, like the nutrition label of popcorn, and this is like the real popcorn people get tripped up on, the label, and also the popcorn that's microwavable. But if you read the nutrition label, it's super confusing. So you do have to spend time studying these things and learning about them, because it's like unpopped kernels are this, and the popped is that, and then the microwave is this, and it's per serving, and you're all, what? It doesn't make any sense, and it's very confusing. The bottom line is it's very high in carbs. Don't be fooled. I just couldn't sleep at night if I forgot to show you that one, because that's a real issue. Moving on, I'm going to go back to where we were. But number 9, I feel like a real issue for a lot of folks who are having trouble losing weight is they're not drinking enough water. Could this be you? What do you guys think? Water isn't just because it's some miracle. I mean, it's good for you and all, but you might not be losing weight because these two things go together. Are you laughing now? What's that? There's my little toilet. You see that? You drink a lot of water and it kind of flushes things out, right? Here's my toilet paper for you. But water keeps you full, yes, and it avoids, overeating other stuff because your stomach might be full of water. And honestly, it just helps that digestion. It keeps you full. It keeps all that wonderful fiber from eating vegetables, keeps it all moving. So if you're not losing weight, try increasing your water big time. That's a fun one, isn't it? I've been so excited to share that little toilet for so long. It's funny. Come on. We don't want you to overeat. I don't want you to gain weight. So there's one more I'm going to show you. This is the one you've been hoping I didn't mention. You were hoping I didn't say anything about it. I know you know what it is. Here it comes anyway. I'm going to show you. Number 10. This could potentially be the reason why you're not losing weight on a keto diet. It could be, Stephanie, don't say it. Don't say it. Too many desserts. Could be the low carb ice cream, right? Could be too many deliciousness, little pieces of chocolate here and there, even though they're low carb or sugar free or healthy or whatever. Could be just a ton of delicious low carb desserts that you're making. Could be fat bombs. I know, right? All these low carb baked goods, desserts, deliciousness, they do add up. Okay, and they add up fast. It's kind of like we talked about in the beginning with using common sense. I know. You were hoping I just didn't say that, but I had to. It's the truth. So here's the bottom line, guys. I know I went through 10 of them very quickly, but the bottom line is that if you keep doing what you're doing, you are going to keep getting what you're getting. It's true. You're going to keep doing what you're doing. You're going to keep getting what you're getting. So if you're not losing weight right now and you want to not make a change, then that's how it's going to be for you. You'll just go and stay the same. But if you want to make some changes, I hopefully gave you 10 different opportunities, little ideas that you could potentially tweak that might be an issue for you. And just because it's not an issue today doesn't mean it might not be an issue tomorrow. So not fair, I know. So just keep these in mind and add to the list, because we all know that there's a lot more going on behind the scenes, especially emotionally, with self-sabotage and confidence and just not being committed. So those can be other issues too to address. It's true. So remember, guys, if you haven't done this already, hopefully you've been participating the whole time you've been watching, but please give the video a thumbs up, and I want you to leave a comment, right? And even if you didn't have anything to say about the topic at hand, you could at least leave a comment about which book you wanted to win, because I'm going to give away a free cookbook at random to someone in the comments. I'll just kind of go and then put my finger on it. So I'll give everybody a little bit of time to participate. That way it's fun, right? It's fun to give away prizes. And that way you'll have a fun cookbook at home to get you motivated and to try some new recipes. So no matter what's happening, you guys know that I'm here to support you. I am your friend. I have been through this, every ugly part of it. And I keep sharing every week to help support you in your transformation, because I know that you can do it. I know you can, I know you can, I know you can, I know you can, I know you can. I know you can, I know you can, I know you can. So keep saying that. You can do it, you guys. I am here to support you. I just wanted to say thank you for listening. I appreciate your support. This is a community, Dirty Lazy Keto. We have to help each other. We're in this together, my friends. It's not easy, is it? We got to support one another. So if you found today's video to be helpful, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and then subscribe to the Dirty Lazy Keto YouTube channel. Turn on your notifications so you'll never miss an update. You can also find me on Instagram at Dirty Lazy Keto. And for more information about any of my support groups or any of my books, you can always go to dirtylazyketo.com for more information. I'm here to support you. I'm here to help. I know you can do it.